My name is Sophia. This is a story about a promise I made to my best friend, and it is a story about a very difficult choice, a choice I had to make. My best friend was named Chloe. We grew up together. We lived on the same street. We played together every day. We shared all our secrets. We were like sisters. I trusted Chloe with everything, and she trusted me. I thought our friendship was simple. I thought it would always be easy. But life can be surprising. Life can give you hard choices. One afternoon, Chloe came to my house. She looked very upset. Her eyes were red. She was crying. I asked her, "Chloe, what is wrong? Tell me." She was shaking. She could not speak for a few minutes. I held her hand. I told her, "Whatever it is, you can tell me. I am here for you." Finally, she started to talk. Her voice was small. "Sophia," she said, "I did something terrible. Something really bad." My heart started to beat fast. I was worried for her. What could be so bad? Chloe told me she was at the old community shed, the shed near the park. Mr. Henderson, the kind old caretaker, looked after it. Chloe said she was in the shed alone. She was trying to fix her bicycle chain. She used some oil. And then she lit a small match to see better. She thought she put the match out. But maybe she didn't. She said a small piece of cloth caught fire. It happened so fast. The fire started to grow. Chloe got very scared. She panicked. She didn't know what to do. So, she ran. She just ran away and didn't tell anyone. The fire wasn't huge. Someone saw the smoke and called for help. The fire was put out. But the shed was damaged. Some tools were burned. "Oh, Chloe," I said. I was shocked. I knew Chloe. She was not a bad person. She made a mistake, a very careless mistake. But she was so scared. "Sophia," she begged, tears streaming down her face. "You cannot tell anyone. Please, you have to promise me. Promise me you will never tell anyone it was me. My parents will be so angry. Everyone will hate me. I could get into big trouble." Looked at my best friend. She was terrified. I wanted to help her. I wanted to protect her. So, I said the words, "I promise, Chloe. I promise I will never tell anyone. Your secret is safe with me." She hugged me tightly. She said, "Thank you, Sophia. You are the best friend ever." I believed I was doing the right thing. I was protecting my friend. A promise is a promise, I thought. And I would never break a promise to Chloe. I had no idea how heavy that promise would become. I did not know it would lead me to the most difficult choice of my life. A few days later, people in our small town started talking about the fire in the shed. Everyone was upset. The shed was important for our community. Many people used it. Mr. Henderson, the caretaker, was very sad. He loved that shed. He kept it neat and tidy. He always helped people who needed tools. Then the talk started to change. People started to wonder who caused the fire. Someone said Mr. Henderson was the last person seen near the shed that day. He had the keys. It was his job to make sure everything was safe. Slowly, people started to blame Mr. Henderson. They said he must have been careless. My heart sank when I heard this. Mr. Henderson was a good man. He was old. He always had a kind smile for everyone. He gave candies to children. He helped my dad fix our fence once. He would never be careless with the shed. I knew he was innocent, because I knew Chloe's secret. I saw Mr. Henderson in the shop one day. He looked so sad. His shoulders were down. His eyes had lost their sparkle. He looked worried and tired. People were not friendly to him. Some whispered when he walked by. My stomach felt tight. This was not right. He did not deserve this. My promise to Chloe felt like a stone in my chest. I wanted to shout, "It wasn't him! He's innocent!" But I remembered Chloe's scared face. I remembered my promise. I felt torn. What should I do? Keeping my promise meant an innocent man was suffering. But breaking my promise meant betraying my best friend. I tried to talk to Chloe. "Chloe," I said one afternoon, "it's terrible about Mr. Henderson. People are blaming him for the fire." Chloe looked away. She started to play with her fingers nervously. "Yes, it's bad," she said quietly. "He looks so sad," I continued. "He could lose his job at the community center. They might even make him pay for the damage." Chloe's eyes filled with fear again. "Sophia, don't," she said, her voice sharp. "Don't. Talk about it. You promised. You promised you wouldn't tell. If people find out it was me, my life will be ruined. They will all think I am a terrible person." "But Chloe," I started. "No, Sophia," she cried. "Please, I'm so scared. I made a mistake. A stupid mistake. I can't fix it now." I felt so confused. I loved Chloe. I didn't want to hurt her. But watching Mr. Henderson suffer was also hurting me. It felt wrong. So wrong. The situation for Mr. Henderson got worse. The community committee decided he was responsible. They said he had to stop working as a caretaker. That was his only job. He was very poor. He lived in a small apartment. How would he live now? I heard his daughter was trying to help him, but she did not have much money either. Every time I saw Mr. Henderson, my guilt grew. He looked older, more defeated. He stopped coming out much. The light in his eyes was completely gone. It was like a shadow was over him, and I knew I was part of that shadow because I was keeping the secret. My promise was a heavy chain around my heart. I couldn't sleep well. I kept thinking about Mr. Henderson's sad face. I thought about Chloe's fear. I felt like I was in a trap. If I helped Mr. Henderson, I would hurt Chloe. If I protected Chloe, Mr. Henderson would continue to suffer. It was a terrible choice. Maybe you have felt like this sometimes. When doing the right thing feels so hard, I decided I had to talk to Chloe again. More seriously this time. I went to her house. "Chloe," I said, "we need to talk about Mr. Henderson." She sighed. "Sophia, please." "No, Chloe, listen to me," I said, my voice firm but kind. "This is not fair. Mr. Henderson has lost his job. He is suffering so much, and he is innocent. You know that. I know that. Tears started to roll down Chloe's cheeks. I know, she whispered. I feel terrible. But I am too scared to tell the truth. Everyone will hate me. I can't face it. But is it right for Mr. Henderson to pay for your mistake? I asked gently. Is it right for him to lose everything? Chloe cried harder. I don't know what to do. I'm so confused. Chloe, I said, the best thing to do, the right thing to do, is to tell the truth. People might be angry at first, but they will also see that you were brave enough to admit your mistake, and Mr. Henderson will get his life back. She shook her head. I can't, Sophia. I just can't. Please don't ask me to do it, and please don't break your promise. You are my only friend who knows. I trust you. Her words hurt me. I trust you. How could I break that trust? But how could I live with myself if Mr. Henderson's life was ruined because of me? Because of my silence? That night, I sat in my room for a long time. I looked out the window at the dark sky. I thought about my promise to Chloe. A promise is important. I always believed that, but I also thought about what was fair, what was just. Mr. Henderson was an innocent man. His life was being turned upside down. His sadness was like a weight on the whole town. I remembered my grandmother. She always said, Sophia, always try to do the right thing, even if it is hard, especially if it is hard. The right thing. What was the right thing here? Protecting my friend who made a mistake and was scared? Or protecting an innocent man from unjust suffering? My heart felt heavy, so heavy. I cried a little too. It was such a difficult choice. I didn't want to hurt Chloe. She was my best friend. But the image of Mr. Henderson's sad eyes kept coming, back to me. The thought of his suffering, all because of a secret I was keeping, it was too much to bear. Then I knew. I knew what I had to do. It was the hardest decision of my life. But I knew it was the right one. My stomach twisted with nerves. I felt sick. But deep inside, a small, quiet voice told me this was the only way. The next morning, I went to see Chloe one last time. I told her my decision. Chloe, I said, my voice trembling a little. I cannot let Mr. Henderson suffer anymore. It is not right. I am going to tell someone what happened. I want you to tell them. It would be better if it came from you. But if you don't, by the end of today, I will. Chloe looked at me. Her eyes were wide with shock, and then with anger. Sophia, how could you? You promised. You are betraying me. You are not my friend. Her words cut me like a knife. It hurt so much to hear her say that. Chloe, I am your friend, I said, tears in my eyes. That's why this is so hard. But what is happening to Mr. Henderson is wrong, and it has to stop. Chloe turned away from me. She was crying. Go away, Sophia, she said. I don't want to talk to you. My heart broke. I had made my choice, and it seemed I was going to lose my best friend. I walked away from her house feeling terrible, but also a tiny bit lighter, because I knew I was going to do what was right. Chloe did not tell anyone that day, so I did. I went to see Mrs. Davis. She was the head of the community committee. I was so nervous. My hands were shaking. I told her everything. About Chloe. About the accident with the match. About Chloe's fear. About my promise. I told her Mr. Henderson was innocent. Mrs. Davis listened carefully. She looked serious. Then she looked sad. "Thank you for telling me, Sophia," she said. "This must have been very difficult for you." It was. It was the most difficult thing I had ever done. After that, things happened quickly. Mrs. Davis talked to Chloe's parents. Then she talked to Chloe. Chloe confessed. She was crying. She was scared. But she told the truth. The committee talked to Mr. Henderson. They told him he was not to blame. They apologized to him. They gave him his job back. When I saw Mr. Henderson, a few days later he was smiling again. A small smile, but it was there. The shadow was lifted from him. He looked at me and nodded. A kind nod. I think he knew I had helped. That made my heart feel a little better. Chloe faced the consequences. Her parents were disappointed. She had to apologize to Mr. Henderson and to the community. She had to help repair the shed. People in town talked about her for a while. Some were angry. Some understood that she was a young person who made a mistake and was scared. It was hard for her. Very hard. And our friendship? Chloe didn't speak to me for a long time. Weeks turned into months. It was painful. I missed my best friend. I missed talking to her, laughing with her. I felt very lonely sometimes. I understood why she was angry. I had broken my promise. I had revealed her secret, but I still believed I had made the right choice. It was a hard choice, a painful choice. But Mr. Henderson was innocent, and he deserved justice. He deserved to live without that unfair blame. One day, many months later, I was walking in the park. I saw Chloe sitting on a bench, alone. I hesitated. Should I walk by, or should I try to talk to her? I took a deep breath and walked towards her. "Hi, Chloe," I said softly. She looked up. She looked surprised. Then she looked down. "Hi, Sophia," she said. Her voice was quiet. I sat down on the bench, a little far from her. We sat in silence for a few minutes. It was awkward. Then Chloe spoke. "Mr. Henderson is doing well," she said. "He helped me plant some flowers near the shed last week. He was very kind to me." I smiled a little. "That's good," I said. Another silence. Then Chloe looked at me. Her eyes were a little sad, but not angry anymore. "Sophia," she said, "I was very angry with you. For a long time. You broke your promise." "I know, Chloe," I said. "And I am so sorry for the pain I caused you. Breaking that promise was the hardest thing I've ever done." "I know," she said again. I think I understand now. A little. It was my mistake. I was scared. But what happened to Mr. Henderson? It wasn't right. You were brave to do what you did, even if it hurt me. And Even if it hurt you, tears came to my eyes. It did hurt, Chloe. I missed you so much. She looked at me, and a small, sad smile appeared on her face. I missed you too, Sophia. Our friendship was not the same after that. It couldn't be. Something had broken, but something new was also there. A new understanding. A more honest kind of friendship, maybe. We started talking again, slowly, carefully. We were not the carefree girls we used to be. We had learned some hard lessons. I learned that promises are important. But sometimes, life gives you situations where keeping a promise can cause more harm than breaking it. I learned that doing the right thing is not always easy. In fact, it is often very, very hard. It can mean making choices that hurt people you love. It can mean facing difficult consequences yourself. But I also learned that our conscience, that little voice inside us, it usually knows what is right. And listening to it, even when it's scary, is important. An innocent person should not suffer because of a secret or a broken promise or fear. If you are listening to my story, maybe you will face a difficult choice one day. Maybe you already have. It's okay to feel scared. It's okay to feel confused. Take your time. Think carefully. Listen to your heart. Try to do what you believe is truly right, even if it's the harder path. You are strong. You can make good choices. And even if things are difficult for a while, doing the right thing often leads to a better, more honest place in the end. Thank you for listening.